All right, so here's the Rippa I bought online at Kanza. A couple things I got to do to it before I get it ready. One is they forgot to add the hydraulic thumb. They're going to send that in the mail, so I got to hook that up. Number two is the bucket cylinder. I guess it was a bad day in China because they put it on backwards. The zert fittings are on the inside. So this one I could probably get to back here, but that one's going to be a real pain. So what I'm going to do is flip this, and then I was thinking about trying to trace it back here and figure out, oh, where am I going to do and how am I going to find the lines? But then I'm like, well, why don't I just take these right here, pull them through here on each side and reverse them that way. So that's what I'm going to do on that one. All right, so second thing I want to do, this Rippa came with this fiberglass, looks like some type of exhaust redirection for the heat and stuff like that. I don't know if I'm going to keep it in here or not. I may keep it in here because I bought two fans I'm going to install. So I don't know if I want to mount that fan here, because I am going to mount one right over here that's going to suck in air and hopefully cool off my hydraulic liquid right there, fluid. I know it's not going to be as good as a cooler, but I'm hoping it'll help. And then have that air come this way and either pushed out this way or out that vent. So I may just take this off. Here is my RPM gauge that you got to wrap around your spark plug, and then that other end is right here. Comes with a little temperature gauge. I'm going to hook that onto my hydraulic to get the temperature. This is the little item that it hooks up to. It's kind of just a plug and play, and then you can have RPM on here. You can have machine hours, and then the temperature for hydraulics or for your engine, but I'm gonna hook up to hydraulics. So this is my mess here. I got two fans. I have a relay with fuses that I'll probably hook these into. And then I bought some zert fittings because they come, the machine comes with these, I'm sure a lot of people know by now, the flat pointy zert fittings. It takes a pointy grease gun, which I have over here somewhere. But yeah, it looks like a little cone. So I'm gonna replace those, which I think everybody does that buys these machines. Either that or you're gonna have to like get a battery operated grease gun, because it's kind of tough to hold that and pump at the same time. But if you have a battery grease gun, you might be able to get away with it. So I do plan on buying purchasing a battery operated one. So I may wait and see how that works before I replace them, because they are good in some places. So I know there's plenty of clearance right here, but some of these places, I think down by the bucket, where did I see? I don't know. I think you'd be okay with the surface zert fittings rather than these flat flush ones. But anyway, so that's my project for this thing. Hopefully it doesn't take me too long. They actually came with switches that aren't hooked up. This is for machines that have the tracks kind of move out. I guess, you know, they're automatic. They get wider, so I don't have that. And I also don't have a hydraulic lockout. So I have a bunch of wiring harnesses down here I can do stuff with. I just got to figure out where they go and where they plug in. I'm assuming they just use the same wiring harness for every little mini excavator, and then just hook them up, whatever, depending on what one you buy. But anyway, this one comes with the Ratto engine or Rato engine. They said it was 15 horsepower, but if you look online, 420 cc's is 13.5 horsepower, and that's what's on the plate on the front too. One good thing, this one actually came with an oil drain hose, which some guys are buying, which I don't think it would have been that big of a deal, because it's on the Rippas, it's open up here pretty good. So you could probably get a container on there, no problem, to drain that. But anyway, those are some of my projects. Oh, one more thing I need to work on too is the tracks are backwards. Not backwards, but just opposite. So let me close the seat here. So obviously these are your track levers. This one operates the left side and this one operates the right side. So I got to change that too. Like I said, I think it was a Friday there in China when I put this one together. And most people know this operates your blade in the back, and then this is your auxiliary up front. So anyway, and again, this one came with an hour gauge, which is pretty cool. And then also, I know the original Rippas of this side side, they had the gas tank inside the seat here. But this one is right here, and I tell you what, it comes with a pretty good size gas tank. I'm gonna have to say that's close to 5 gallons. I filled it up with one of my 5-gallon jugs, but it wasn't full, so I'll have to see exactly how much fuel that takes. But I guess all in all, it's a really cool machine. It's pretty durable, pretty thick. I mean, they do use some pretty good steel. There was no damage as far as shipping and stuff like that, so I hope it gives me many years of fine quality digging. So if you're interested in getting one of these, like a guy told me online, you got to be a little bit mechanically inclined, because they do come with sometimes goofs that you may have to fix. And I know these things are notorious for getting hot, so you're gonna have to install a fan. And I think some guys install hydraulic coolers, but from what I found online, that's why I'm doing a RPM gauge, because this, I looked online, this 420cc, I think they said you can run it at like 2200 RPMs. So hopefully 22 RPMs is maybe half throttle or less, and then that'll keep my hydraulics from getting overheated, but we'll see. It's all trial and error. But anyway, I hope that helps, and I will actually probably show a video of everything that I did after I'm done. Oh, one more thing. I did purchase these little wire, I guess, so you can basically make your wires nice and neat. They're kind of 3M. You stick these, on the metal, and they have a little zip tie there, so I bought those, which are pretty cool. Got some lock washers, because most of these nuts on here, they look like they're grade 8s, which is pretty cool. Grade 8 bolts, but they don't have any lock washers on there, so I bought some lock washers. And then got me some heat shrink connectors, different sizes and different types. So yeah, I'll probably be on this thing for a couple hours before I even use it, but that's okay. All right, see you later.